song, can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hitting with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Miss you, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a bar smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N,
Got a choice every day what that looks like for you. Being steadfast, keeping your nerve, don't lose your shit with this group. Being tougher as a group.
Oh, what a move by Sharp. Counted a foul.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. A long story short, y'all know we play versus the Knicks. The odds is against us. But if Jock Vaughn got any test, what is it? With any balls, if Mikal Bridges, if you got any balls, you compete versus your friends today, man. You act like you don't care. You act like you're going to lose with them and then go chill with them after the game. That shit corny. That's whack. We ain't with it. Fans don't back it. Don't matter how much of a good game. No matter how much you celebrate during the game with your three-pointer and your sprinkles and all that. If you don't really compete versus Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, if you don't really compete versus them, bro, we don't want you back. I don't want you back. And I ain't calling you Brooklyn Bridges. You ain't beat the Knicks since you got here. Shit, you ain't helping us beat nobody for real. You got Paul PT thinking he doing something, coming up here with the stats yesterday, talking about you clutch this and clutch that. Bro, I don't watch you miss mad game winners. Mad game winners. Those stats don't live up to nothing. What those stats live up to? Shout out to Big Priest. Shout out to Saint. What up? Shout out to Saint. If Jock Vaughn lose this game for us today, I'm gonna be hopping mad. You know what I mean? Like, this shit don't make no sense. Listen, man, we not gonna do that. I think it's funny that two people in the chat, and one of them name is Big Priest, and one of them name is Saint. I just think that's some kind of hilarity to it. I'm gonna open up the chat just cause, like, I mean. What shit? Did we need Jesus? Should Big Priest and Saint be coming up here because the Nets need God in their life? Yo, talk to me, because this 17-25 record got me thinking that we did something wrong. And I mean, to the higher power, that's not fair, man. The Nets, I don't know what we need to do. The Nets need to pray. I need Big Priest and Saint to come up here to help me pray for the Nets. I'm going to do my prayer before they get here. God, if you listening, help! Remember that Dave Chappelle? He said, God, if you listening, help! Yo! Come on, man. We need it. Yo, Big Priest, what up?
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, man. We need God, man. We gotta pray. No, I need Big Priest and Saint to pray for the Nets. Come on, man.
What up, Breezy?
For the Nets.
What up, Priest?
What up?
Yeah, Priest and I have come today Bless you.
Man,
What's going on, guys?
they need to beat the damn Knicks. I know that.
Just for morale purposes, just so I can feel good about something this season, I don't even care how bad of a coached game it is. I don't care who plays shitty. I don't care who has 50. Just win the game so I can have a little enjoyment for the season. Just a little.
Yeah.
Right.
Just so I
Why
can
not?
get a little bit.
Nah, keep it going. Keep it. Amen. You know, amen. Word to that. The big priest, man. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a hallelujah?
Yeah, hallelujah. We need to get the win in. You know, I mean, look, they don't got Harkenstein. You know, or you already know Mitchell Robinson out until the playoffs. So
I didn't know they
this
had
should be a
Hartenstein.
claim.
I didn't know that.
Harkenstein injured,
I didn't
but
know that.
yeah, this should be a game Nick Claxton kind of gets off. You know, so
Facts. There's zero reason he shouldn't be able to be somewhat dominant if Hartenstein's not out and you don't. I mean, who plays the five for them after Isaiah? I don't watch him.
They got Sims. I do a podcast called KVA Who Run the City, the podcast. So I'll be knowing.
yeah, they got the
Jericho
Sims
Sims.
kid, Jericho. Yeah.
Yeah, he real athletic.
Is he the type of player that we've seen Clax come in and before and go, hey, he should dominate here, but some kid named Sims just has the game of a lifetime.
Nah, Sims not really a scorer. I never seen him good on the offensive side of the ball, but he could jump out the gym.
He'll be.
He's a decent rebounder, but he don't get enough PT to actually, you know, he don't have the experience that Claxton has, and that should be even that. To be honest, Claxton should be able to get him in foul trouble, even just going on lobs and stuff like that.
Not to interrupt, can I ask you two a question and then I'll shut up? Do you know how the game they what's his name? The Clippers went God, why am I today? Whatever the coach is over there, you know what I'm talking about. He went small. Yeah, Ty Lue went small. We never adjusted, and it became very effective against us. And I'm curious to see if you see the Knicks play somewhat, because you know they're going to be going through Randall, and if they don't really have anybody down low for other than just defense, we may be.
I think that game when I remember when they did that, and I didn't understand why Jack Vaughn didn't counter and just put DFS out there for Clax and just go small on small and let's see what happens. I don't know why he didn't do that, especially since DFS was doing a better job on Kawhi Leonard anyway. So yeah, that didn't make much sense, but I'm not the one pulling the strings.
I think, I agree, Priest. Just a little adjustment, we would have won the Clippers game. I think we should keep doing what we're doing these past two games. Just make a little adjustments at the end. I think we should be fine because we actually looking a little bit better. Well, in my opinion, I think we're looking a little bit better. So I think it's a little more tweak, and I feel like we should be fine tonight.
Yeah, I want to let Saint know this because I don't know if he's seen the stream last night. I found out that Jock Vaughn nickname is Prince of Positivity, and to me, it just made
time out. Back that up. Okay, restart. What you found out last night that somebody calls him what?
His nickname. You know how you go to Wikipedia, basketball reference, and all of that, and they show the nicknames of the players. His is the Prince of Positivity. It was a head scratcher for me, Saint. I didn't know how you got that name because I looked at his and I don't see what he was so positive about. And like when I see him in post game interviews now, and he smiled through when we losing. It made so much sense that's his nickname.
It's nasty, is what it is. You saw what I did the other day, where it's like. Or earlier, I don't know whenever I did it, but that photo of like, it's been going around where somebody took the picture of him like with the 22-0 and he's sitting back smiling. And I'm like, that's the face of a man that knows no matter what he does, even though he's getting embarrassed, he's making millions till 2027.
Right. Yeah, that's what I said. He don't look like he
good
cared.
Point, Shane, good point.
he act like I agree with him. He act like now that he made it in life, like, oh, I was assistant coach, now I'm a head coach, I reached my dreams. Like, was it just to become an assistant coach, or was it to win as an assistant coach? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't go that far, Breezy, but what I think is going on is I think Jock is a really chill dude, and he actually, like, we had to talk about this the other day, where it's like, I'm not going to completely shit on him. He actually is, like, you remember in the bubble and things like that. Like, there's a part of him that is a good motivator, but when it gets into the X's and the O's is when things start going way south. And right now, you're watching a guy that, like, dude, he's losing a lot, and there's only so much positivity you can use
Yeah.
when your game plan gets exposed, and now you're seeing the other half of what we all used to complain about. You don't have the stars to catch cover anymore. I'm sorry. McCall and Cam Thomas are not big enough stars that can cover for the front office or the coaching staff. And now you're getting to see their side of their inadequacies, and it's pretty nasty.
Yo, hold on. Yeah, now I'm with you. I just want to get to Rich Banks real quick. He says, hold on, two things. Claude Smith, he says, no, I'm gonna end it with Claude Smith. I'm gonna go with Rich Banks first. He goes, Breezy, we got Scary Terry Rozier. What you got to say about that? You're a Miami Heat fan. We talking Brooklyn Nets about the New York Knicks. If you want me to answer this, send me a bajillion, gazillion, super chat. You're answering your question last because you're a Miami Heat fan. I got you, but you got to wait, my brother. Wally on Wednesday says, "What's up, y'all? What's up, Wally on Wednesdays? We got Saint, we got BLVD 73, first time on the panel. He up here. We got Big Priest is Saint praying for the Nets right now. We got Ivan trying to help. You know what I'm saying? We me trying to pitch in. Shout out to the chat, W chat. Damn. Malcolm Brick pulls up, says fire JV immediately. Take it easy. That's his first tweet. I mean, that's his first comment. Yo, the fan. Do y'all feel like Rock'em Brick? Y'all feel like Rock'em Brick?
I don't feel like I feel like right now,
yeah.
I don't feel like his job should be secure, right? So we got Kevin Ollie over there on the bench, who I actually like as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to. He needs to figure out something. What we did last year after the trade deadline, and we played to the guys that we brought in strengths. We haven't been doing that. These guys a lot of them seem uncomfortable. A lot of them don't. It isn't a plan. Like what is it? Dennis Smith said we went away from everything that was successful offensively.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got players saying that stuff was successful and we just started doing other shit, how do you remedy that?
Yeah, he said. But Smith was saying that there was match hunting. That was a mistake. They kept targeting James Harden. So I think they're gonna clear that mistake. Hopefully, fix that mistake today. You know what I mean, and keep going with the flow. But last year, Priest, we wasn't good either. The only reason we did good is because Durant and Kyrie gave us a comfortable lead. We wouldn't made it sniff the playoffs last year either. We was losing a lot of games.
Let's go around the panel. Shout out to Boulevard 73, man. Talk to me. How you feel about you're not even a Knicks fan. You're a Knicks fan, right?
You know I'm a Knicks fan, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm not asking no JoJo without y'all calling questions, man. We finna get y'all that work later. Know that.
No. I was calling up real quick. Yo, respect to you, Breezy, man. You know I watch you all the time and whatnot. You know I'm a Knicks fan and whatnot. But respect to the panel, respect to the chat. I just want to let y'all know, man, y'all gonna get your ass handed to y'all today. All right, so just be prepared. It was not all respect due. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Brooklyn cat, but I'm a New York Knickerbockers first.
Before I let you go, though, you know y'all ain't got what is
that's all right. Don't easy work, huh? Easy work. Y'all was up by 20 on LA, yo, and y'all let them cats come back on y'all, man. Come on, and you know you more than welcome to come over to the other, come over to Blossom Tears and pop off and whatnot. But you know y'all was up by 20, man, and yeah, I ain't gonna front. Y'all looking for a new coach by mid-season right now. Y'all definitely looking for a new coach. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what homeboy doing with that bid and everything. But he need to humble himself real quick and get
I would
right.
love Kenneth Ollie to take play because we started looking better. That what Dennis Smith Jr. was saying when Kenneth Ollie started implementing game plans and changing
Yeah,
rotations.
Hold
yeah.
on,
And
hold
no
on.
disrespect to the Nets. No
Yeah,
disrespect.
yeah. No,
I
hold
respect
on.
y'all.
It's a
Yeah,
lot of things. Y'all saying a lot. I want to get to some of these comments because they listening to y'all while y'all do all of this. And I wanted to get to
yeah.
Saint. I wanted to ask a question to Saint while he's here. When I looked at the stats of Byron Scott, he went from a 26 and I forget what season, 26 win season to I think a 40, 50, like 40, a high 40, like 49 win game season. Do you see that potential in a Jock Vaughn? From going from and only because of the roster switch, like I think we got Kid one year we didn't have Kid,
Yeah, you add Jason Kidd, you add a lot of wins.
right?
Well,
But do you think Jock Vaughn could coach a good team, like
I
manage
want to.
personalities? Like, do you think I'm asking Saint? Do you think he could do that? That's a dramatic jump.
Okay,
26
I want to be
wins.
fair. I want to be fair. JV is a better coach than I will ever be. Okay, let's just get that out there. Okay. However, let's go back to the beginning of the season when Ben Simmons was healthy, right? And you saw how the team was playing. Did we
Six
have
games
it?
though. Six games though, Saint. I just want to put
I,
that
I
in.
don't. I'm still going to use it as an example.
Okay.
If you look at it, though, you still saw when Ben was there, and you had it. I mean, because really, at the end of the day, to me, it's not really about Ben. It's the fact that we don't have like this, like head of the snake out there running this offense. Now, I would be fair to say, and to be fair to JV, I feel like if Sean Marks actually provide, and this is the part where I can't blame JV for Sean Marks's job. Sean Marks can't provide him with a proper point guard at the deadline, knowing, and you're going to just go, oh, okay, hey, Ben Simmons is your midseason. It's just like getting an all-star at the break bullshit. I don't want to hear that. But if that's what your game plan is, I can't really hate on JV if Ben goes down again. And it's like, because I'm convinced partly JV needs a couple more pieces. And then you could say, hey, JV, you have zero excuses of why you're coaching so bad. I do think if we had a couple other little pieces.
How many excuses you think he got right now, Saint? How many excuses he
Well,
got?
he
Because
does.
it can't be that
Him
many.
and the front office have all the excuses in the world they need right now, dude. Like, why do you think he keeps going out there and telling you that it's not coaching? It's not coaching taking ownership. It's the players haven't figured this out yet. But we're getting off. The end all be all with your question is, do I think having some other players, having a healthy point guard? Yeah, I think we could do better under Jock Vaughn, but I still think there's going to be a shit ton of games that you are going to lose by his stupidity. You're still going to have the horrible, like, why this guy is playing more time than this guy when he's not doing like, you're still going to get that. But I mean, I don't know if that fully answers your question, bro, but like at the
Yeah,
end
but
of the
not, all right, hold on. One more question, Saint. Because do y'all remember the defense that we played all again? Was it credit to Jason Kidd being an all-ball defender and doing what he do? Is it because of that? That's the only reason why we were that good? It had nothing to do with
wait, you're
schemes on defense. Like it had anything to do with the defensive schemes or the way we played the game, opposed to just who was on the team. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because I don't think it's
I
all
think it's
the
kind
players.
of
I think it's. Hold on. Let me say this last thing, Saint. I think to fix not having a quote unquote a adequate point guard, you could have DSJ start. In my opinion, this is all my opinion. If DSJ start, and you could have Trendon Watford be the backup point guard, and you let Dinwiddie be an off guard, whether he start or come off the bench. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree. I like that.
I'll say this, and I will really shut up because I gotta go do something. But you can't tell me. Think about what you just said for a second there, Breezy. You just are trying to piece together a team right now to win, and that's not how it should be. It's like, damn well that if you had an option, you would not be choosing DSJ to run your point. It's just your only option right now. I guess that's my point of like where I'm at is it's like we're doing this. We're trying to put together a team, and then we're trying to adequately judge JV, even though he doesn't have all the correct parts to coach. That's not me sticking up for him because I don't want him as a coach, but that is a fact. And then you're asking players to do things once again, that they don't have any business like doing, and they wouldn't be. And there's a reason why nobody else in the league has tried to sign them and play them the way we do. So do I got to cut JV some slack a little bit? Just a little. But it doesn't really matter at this point. You're just spitting on a dirty car and shining it up and trying to make it good to sell it, and it's not
Hey,
cut.
Saint, I agree with you, Saint. I'm a fan by Next Kingdom, by the way. I listen to you guys all the time. I do have a question. What's Jagwan's excuse for us playing defense poorly with all these defenders, though?
Poor, subpar.
That's on coaching too. I mean, no, that's all on coaching, but it is. You got to admit though, player effort has sucked ass.
Yes.
Because he lost the locker room. Hold on. I'm willing to go as far as to say is that because he's a Prince of Positivity, he's not easy to win things. No, that's his name. We're gonna call him that from now on until he start getting some wins. Because my thing is for him to be the Prince of Positivity, I think it shows him being naive, going to something that is not working, and that's trying to run the offense through everybody but Cam Thomas and Claxton with the pick and roll. Case in point is that should be our bulk of our offense, and then everything we do is around that to the defense adjusting or trying to lock in on that. Shout to lock in Nets, lock on Nets. Shout to Nets Kingdom. Subscribe to their page, man. They be on Twitter heavy too. But I think at the end of the day, the excuses that we give Jack Vaughn, I don't have many to give him. I really think that the reason why we not playing the game that we supposed to, or the brand of basketball we supposed to, is him being the quote unquote Prince of Positivity. He always trying to find something good so we don't have to change it. Oh, you did it. Oh, 80% bad, but this 20% I'm gonna stay positive about. No, realistically, if you're gonna be positive, you're gonna say I'm gonna stay positive because we see we did all of these wrong things. So you know what? For us not to do that 80% wrong, this is how we're gonna flip it. And you're positive because you brightening up the room, but your idea showing your team you lead them in this torrential times. He's not leading them. I heard you. Did you see this Saint where he went to what did he do? When we lost that game before we went to Paris, he went in there, said something real, see you in Paris, or I see you in a few days, and then he left the locker room and he told the press that's all he had to say. That's all he had for them. For the locker room, that's all you had. All you had was that. You couldn't really keep it real with them and say, yo, I'm disappointed, or I'm this, I'm that, and yo, you need to get better, and you need to get better, or none of that. You just never, critique your players in a way where y'all transparent and build with each other on how you can be better. Y'all not real with each other, so y'all just candy assing around. Pause. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all just slapping high fives through this losing streak? Somebody ain't flipping tables?
I think
yeah. Sorry, go for it, bro. Go for it.
Yeah. So saying my last thing too, I think we started playing better is because he started missing and mashing defenders. I thought it was insane to put all defenders in the starting lineup. Like that just don't make no basketball sense. And that's why, effort is with scoring. I don't care what nobody says. If you're not scoring, it's gonna be less effort, man. If basketball is hard, I don't care what type of defender you are. You know what I mean? So
that's not necessarily true. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Saint.
I'll just say the issue that I have with JV's defensive game plans is clearly there are people on the bench and in that coaching staff, i.e., what you saw that one game when everybody was like, "Yo, that's all Ollie right there." You know what I mean? Like clearly there is schemes defensively within that coaching staff that we've all seen work. My issue with it is the reluctance to. I get so it drives me nuts when I watch other teams and you watch the coach turn around and will have no problem adjusting his defensive game plan 2 to 3 times during the game to compensate and then still win the game. But listen, at this stage of the game, just show me that you're willing to change off and stop being stubborn at the cost of your players, because I'm sorry, JV's game plan is hurting the players to some degree. And the fact that anybody would think no, I don't know how. I'd have to hear something like, that's the part that drives me nuts. Is I don't care if you lose, just show me that you're willing to learn and you're willing to try and use your players' strengths instead of
You,
just
you
stick.
saying I'm with you. Like for example, right? I agree. Like Claxton should be playing. They should be playing man to man switch basketball with Claxton. Drop should only be for Sharp. That's common sense. Like it should be switching and matching. Like drop helps Sharp because he's a great rebounder. Switching is Claxton's strengths. I don't like stuff like that. Should be I don't know common sense, but I don't know.
Yo, no, hold
I
on, hold
mean,
on. Listen, undercover. He says trade Cam Johnson and McCall, build around Claxton CT. Yo, man, I'm not a stranger to that, man. I've heard others. I think I might have started such like that, to be honest with you, man, because I'm not gonna say I was saying trade them. I was saying run the offense through them instead of them, because I thought, and this is me in the offseason bigging up Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, saying they're gonna come and be a top 10 duo. I was wrong. So now I'm saying that to say this is an offense that we could go to. We tried to see Spencer and Clax with a pick and roll threat, and I'm saying every good team got a pick and roll threat, and the pick and roll threat for us to be a good team is Cam and Clax. It's Cam Thomas and Clax, and they should build around that. It's our best offense. We tried to.
So Breezy, Claxton's got to get better at setting them screens. He is, but his excuse my word, his toothpickness is kind of hurts us
yeah,
there sometimes, where it's like what I do, and I'm not going to say Sharp is better, but what I will say is I've watched Sharp get better at setting those screens, which is going to be nice to have as a backup behind Clax. Because I agree with you, like Clax and Sharp, for me, there's no reason those two can't come up with a solid pick and roll game with whoever. There's no reason. They both can turn and run to the basket without any issues.
Nah, I hear you. Listen, I like Dayron Sharp.
Saint, one more
He's
thing
in
for
that.
Saint. My last question. I know I keep saying my last. What do you think about Walford before you go? I like Walford.
I absolutely love him and needs to stay on this team past the deadline. And he needs to be, if you can get him to stay on this team past the year, can't blame him if he wants to go get paid. And, the Nets want to keep him on a low end. So I hope he sticks around. I absolutely love every time he comes in the game. He's got the right attitude. He's shown that he's ready to get up in somebody's face. We've been talking about getting a player like that, but he's not like causing problems like Draymond, but he's like a scrappy, high energy player, and he's not afraid of people. That's exactly what we need.
Yes.
my
I agree.
I agree with Saint on the point guard thing because the pick and roll that you're talking about with Cam and Clax is cool and whatnot, but Cam is mostly looking to score on those opportunities. The problem is we don't have anybody to set up the guys like DFS, the guys like Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, et cetera, et cetera. We don't have a guy that can get other guys good looks because they put so much stock into the Ben Simmons piece. And with him missing 30 plus games, you're at a severe lack in that all the good teams, as opposed to maybe Phoenix, has a guy that can set other guys up, that can get other guys good looks. We don't have that.
Hold on. I just want to say, listen, again, the significance of me saying Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton, that action, that basketball action opens up all of that. All that they got to do is be in motion. Everything is not a three-pointer. They could come closer for a back door to get to the basket, or they could pull up, get close, make sure that Cam Thomas not getting double. Anytime you see a player leave another player to double Cam Thomas, you stay close to that, you'll get open. They don't do that. There's no action. There's no motion. And my point is that if they do what you said, Big Priest, and they try to double Cam Thomas because they feel like he's going to score and not pass, I think Cam Thomas is going to be a playmaker. You got undercover in the comments. He like Cam had 6 assists last game and would have had 8. That's cat. Bro, that's a fact. Hold on.
Yeah. Listen, and undo
he
it.
has 6 assists and 4 turnovers though, so that's not as good.
Yeah,
as
but not. But you right about the turnovers, but you can't take away from the 6 assists.
Listen, I gotta hop in here because Cover and I have been going back and forth since the day that we drafted Cam Thomas, right? And my main thing, I said to him and he knows, and I've said the same thing. We all knew dude could score. We all knew he needed to work on some stuff. And I said back then, it's recorded live, so no one can say I didn't say it, is if he works his ass off and brings up the other levels of those games, and then coupled with what, I can't remember what the NBA player said it, but he said it best. He goes, once Cam figures out how to control the game with his scoring, coupled with the other shit that he's working on, like the kid's going to be nasty. I'm not saying superstar, but like he's got all the intangibles to be one hell of a fucking star in the league, right?
I agree.
So I just don't know, like it in that last game, you saw it. Like again, remember the first 2 seasons with Cam when he would get faced with a double team? What would he do 95% of the
Turn
time?
it over.
Turn it over or attack and try to force it. And sometimes you would make it. Most of the times he missed it. But you saw the other game, dude. He dribbled into a Harden and somebody else double team. He backed up, surveyed the land, dipped it to Clack, went around, got a midi in the paint. Like you can't tell me that like the kid is not learning, and that if given a better opportunity by JV, like this is the other thing. Cam Thomas, I guarantee you, would probably play better if JV doesn't handle him the way he does.
Hold on, Saint. To add to what you said, the post game interview. I want to give a big shout out to the guys who asked the questions in the post game interview. He said to Cam Thomas, to add to your point, Saint, that how do you feel about scoring 20 when you could score 27? He said exactly. And then he went on to rant about how he get knocked for not playing defense, but when other guys do it, it's praise. Cam Thomas basketball IQ and professionalism has gotten better from rookie season to this season as well. He's not just got better as a basketball player, but as a professional athlete, he's good in those post game interviews, which is important to say because this is the media. You see what kind of media it is in New York. And if he can handle the pressure like that, he could definitely handle the pressure on court, on basketball.
Breezy, I got a comment for you, and then I'm going to just drop down and listen. Ask you that. Do you think that younger players coming up through high school and college, like, do you think to some degree it's become watered down a little bit? Like it's not as heavy on basics as it once does. Like it's really all about score. Like, am I wrong by...
Yeah. We don't have
like a guy like Cam, and this is why I'm happy because this answers my 100% concern when we drafted him. Was we see countless players coming in with the ability to score, and then when they're faced with the ability to have to use basketball IQ, they either are not capable of grasping it, or they never do, and they fall off. And it's just like they become that one thing. And it's like the thing with Cam, he answered the question. He's showing you he has basketball IQ. He's showing you he's putting in work. Mm-hmm. If you're still shitting on dude at this point, that's a you problem. I hate to say it this way too, but most people I see complaining about it are like old white people. So I don't know for what you want, but anyway.
Hold on.
I do appreciate. I'll listen, but I appreciate you, Breezy. What you're doing?
Like what I was saying. I'm a fan of Nets Kingdom. You, AJ, Ray, Chubbs. Oh yeah,
man. Facts. I like how y'all have built up that platform because I've been a Nets fan a long time. It ain't been a lot of platforms big enough. The Nets, whether it be New Jersey or
we kind of fell off though right now. Life hit everybody in Nets Kingdom. I had surgery. AJ's busting his butt out there. Career rages heavily with school. Chubbs is like killing it in college. Like everybody's kind of just, and then Julian's doing his thing. Like everybody's kind of, but it's still there. It's not going anywhere. It's just taking a little bit of a hiatus. But I appreciate listen, dude, we're just fans and we love to talk ball.
Yeah, we here, man. Anytime y'all want to pull up, y'all all welcome, man. You know that, Saint. But I'm still, I see y'all on Twitter sometimes too, man. I see your tweets.
I'm trying to hard ass now. I'm not trying to take myself seriously or even the Nets right now. I'm just trying to be a fool.
I appreciate the content, man.
I'm gonna say this because it is ridiculous, man. It just, at the end of the day, dude, we're all fans, and I know everybody's always gonna get along or like what the other person says, but it's like at the end of the day, if you're asking me that our majority, if not all of our interactions that we have with each other are just talking about the Nets, there should be zero reason like I should be motherfucking you and you should be motherfucking me, or like let's fight,
Right,
or
yeah.
because I don't agree with your take, or even that my take is wrong. I get all kinds of shit wrong, and fine if I'm wrong, but it's like to the point of like, oh, well, you're a dumbass, fuck you. It's like, dude,
Nah,
let's just like listen. There's many ways out of this Nets debacle, and
yeah,
and there's not just one good path out. There are multiple good paths out, and there's also a bunch of shitty paths. Like, let's
yeah,
just throw them out there. If whoever sticks, cool. If not,
yeah.
move.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I think it's interesting that people do that, because I think we one of the smaller fan bases, and we're growing right now. And I think we should stick together, man. I seen Talking Net say that the other day, man. I agree with that, man. I think we should just continue to build. Like I've been
I
on,
didn't see that, but I'm glad he said that because it's facts.
yeah,
And Saint, just piggyback on your point. You make a good point, man. We all see basketball differently. Even Jock Vaughn, that's why we have this discussion. No matter what we watching, we all got to see it differently, regardless. You know what I mean? And
Tell
it's
me
no
that, and
point of
also age, yeah, and that's the other thing too. If I'm looking at the timeline and watching, like, there's even like different, and I'm not saying one's better or not. I'm just saying I've seen even like the discrepancy between people that have been watching the game for such a long time, where they think, well, just because they've been watching it for a long time, they know everything, and they shit on somebody new. But then you have the new generation that just is all about flash and stands and the most, so it's an interesting. We have a very interesting mix, I think, and that's the other thing that can't be undersold is you have a large fan base. Well, large, I guess, is maybe not the right word, but you have a fan base, a pretty good fan base that came with them to Jersey, and you're meshing them with a new generation of Nets fans in Brooklyn, and even that bag is mixed of age of in Brooklyn of fans.
It's definitely age patterns in that. That's
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
I'm sorry, but
Leave.
some
What's
New
going
Jersey
on?
fans, and then some fans that only came on when they got Brooklyn, I believe do see the team differently in some ways.
I'll be the first. I'll be the
it's
first
true,
person
it's
to
true.
tell
Go ahead,
you.
though, Leaf. Go ahead, Leaf.
I'll be the first person to tell you. The second that I heard they was coming to Brooklyn, I was all in. I'm like, we got a franchise. Listen, at the time when I had first got season tickets, for the first 3 years, it was 19,000 for the season tickets for the first 3 years, man. It was definitely an event for them to be here because at that time I was near Ebbets Field, and if you know anything about Ebbets Field, that's the last place of the Brooklyn Dodgers. So the thing is, realistically, like yeah, you definitely right about that. Like you got the pattern of New Jersey fans who didn't say what F it, they ain't in New Jersey no more. I'm still riding with the Nets, and then you mix that on with the Brooklyn fans just because they ain't in Brooklyn, man. It's definitely a pattern
Yeah,
of that.
but isn't that the dichotomy? Like, see, I'm a Jersey boy through and through. Grew up, born in New Jersey, always will be.
By the
What
way, New
part?
Jersey is By the way, New Jersey is one of the 10 boroughs in New York. But I'm just
Well,
gonna leave it
that's
at that.
my okay. See, you and I are linked. Like that's exactly where I was going. It's like on some level, you have to like. I know Jersey gets shit on a lot, but it's like when
It's
it
one of
comes
the
to
10 boroughs in New
sports,
York, bro.
yeah, when it comes to sports, it's like, yeah, man, it's like Jersey. You have to allow Jersey to be included into that because that's a large portion of
Exactly. New Jersey, Mount Vernon,
yeah.
Yonkers, bro. Like they are all boroughs in New York, bro. You can't
Yeah.
tell those people they
Listen,
not from New York.
What part of Jersey you from,
I
son?
was I was Northern Jersey. I was born in Morris County, so I was born in Denville. Grew up Northern Jersey, so like Lake Hopatcong, Morristown, Boonton, Parsippany. I grew up out that
Okay,
way.
okay.
Little bit of like sticks, but Morristown, like
Yeah, we
Northern.
had
It
to
was
play
fun.
them a little bit. I grew up in Trenton,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
South Jersey. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Most
I
of the
mean, I
people
always
that I
did.
knew from Jersey was from Jersey City, bro. Like, cause that's the way. That was the only part of Jersey that I went frequently.
Yo, hold
But
on.
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
I want to say something real quick before I really knew about Jersey. I went to Jersey when I was in high school, I went to Newport Mall in Jersey City because we used to always go to King's Plaza Mall. And you from Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know
We
about
used to always go
that.
to. We used to always everybody that you seen from high school used to be seen in the same mall. It was like, damn, we try to meet new people. So,
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. That
hold
is
on.
definitely a fact.
But that's the thing about Jersey.
Hold on. So we went to Jersey City and Newport Mall. We went to Newport Mall. It was so much. We had the time
Newport
of our
Mall, I
life.
remember that.
Newport Mall we had the time of our life, bro. In Jersey City, I
Oh
fell
yeah.
in love. I wanted to say I fell in love with Jersey when I went to that mall back when I was in high school. Right? That's all.
Newport Mall. I remember that. Well, we used to go back in the '90s. They used to take my brother used to take us when we was a kid. I remember when the iceberg shirts first came out, bro. He was like, yo, come on, man, you going here, you gonna go to school. I was like, why are you shopping in New York? Because downtown Delancey Street, bro, he could get over the bridge for some reason, bro. Like, cause he didn't want to go over to that side of Manhattan. And it
Do
was
you
right
want to?
over the bridge. Right over Williamsburg is the old Delancey Street. We used to copy the dress. He was like, nah, that's the bootleg. We ain't going there. Yo, we going to the mall. We're gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's where he took me. So like
Well,
when I was
depending on
a
how
kid in
old.
the late '90s, yeah, that's where he took me.
That's what I was gonna say. Depending on how old you are, and where, like, see, how do I say it? My wheelhouse, like the time that for me was the best was like early '90s, like '90 to '96 for me. Like there at that time, oh yeah, that was good. But the point I was trying to say, like earlier, it's like, dude, if you're a sports fan from back east, there, it's like I don't know about you. If you were a Yankee fan and you watched Yankee Stadium crumbling in front of your eyes, you probably shed a tear, right? And then
Yeah,
like
that old Yankee Stadium.
and
The
then
Facts.
old Yankee Stadium, yeah, definitely.
and I'm kind of, and it's the same thing with the Nets a little bit. It's like, bro, like that was my one. As shitty as they were at times and had their moments, that was like my one. Like I proudly wore on my chest, like, yo, I'm from Jersey and I'm a Net fan, and it's like
Right.
when they came to Brooklyn, it like my hope of them winning a championship had never been higher. And I just watched this organization like a
Screw it up.
handful of times have all the keys to the kingdom in their hand and then just go commit war crime after war crime.
Well. Here's the thing: we got to tell the whole story, bro. A lot of that came down to injuries. Our closest chance really came
Well,
down to
yes,
injuries. That's
yes,
one.
but
But
let's
but
be
at
honest.
the same time, bro, like when you listen, when you invest in a player that's already coming off an Achilles injury, and Kevin Durant, and then don't get me wrong, Kyrie was phenomenal while he was here. He's probably the only player that we acquired
Another
under the
Jersey
age of
boy.
under the age of that was under the age of 30, and that was phenomenal. Everybody else that we acquired since we've been here, that was over the age of that is either over the age of 30, if it was on their last bit of legs. Other than
Well, the Harden one,
I
only
say
one.
since Vince Carter, like I mean Vince and Jason Kidd, I mean the chances that they had of winning championships was like maybe
I
slim to none or whatever, man. But I mean, but it was what it was, man. I mean,
the
I'm
only
not
reason
complaining
why
over spilled food, man. We just got to find a paper towel and wipe this shit up.
the
And
only reason
that's
I pushed back a little bit on mismanage, like when I said the mismanagement, was because if you look to certain points, i.e., first one that comes to mind, waiving the medicals for Ben Simmons and Seth Curry for the Harden trade to go through. I don't care who the fuck James Harden is, but like you literally like say what we want, like, but the Nets willingly took on the Ben Simmons injury thing. Like they're getting everything they deserve. They waived medicals. Would
Yo,
you have
yeah.
waived
Oh my
medicals?
goodness. Yo,
they
Saint, don't
definitely
get me
waived
started.
medicals. They
Hold on. Yo,
definitely did.
So
hold
I'm
on,
just
yeah.
saying that's like
No,
one thing out
yeah,
of
no, hold on. I'm just saying I'm only doing this because I gotta go. I'm about to leave right now. But I want to close out with the predictions from all of y'all. Big Priest and Saint already prayed for the Nets earlier. Leaf, we're gonna start with Leaf, and then we Saint say you about to leave, so we're gonna go to Saint, then we're gonna go to Leaf, then
no,
we're
go
gonna
to
go to
Leaf. Go to Leaf.
all
Go to
right,
Leaf.
Leaf. Tonight, talk to me, Leaf.
The only thing I'm certain about is that I'm gonna be doing the play-by-play, man. My little brother and my pops is my little brother and my pops is going to the game tonight.
That's
I have
good.
yeah, they going to the game tonight. I'm gonna be doing it
That's what's up.
from my I got the new computer at the crib and whatever, man. So I'm gonna be calling the game as usual, man. I appreciate everybody, all 115, 118 subscribers to the page.
Yeah.
Leaf 4788, or you can just type in Leaf Diggy, whichever one comes up. That's gonna be me. But only thing I'm certain about is that I'm doing the game tonight, man. Because after what happened after what happened in LA, bro, like my morale is just whatever. And plus I tagged you in the video with the defensive
I watched it.
breakdowns.
I watched it. The
Yeah,
defense video. I was
that shit was
talking to the dude after that too.
absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, the
Absolutely
film
disgusting.
study video. I was talking to the
Yeah.
dude in the comments after that. Shout out to you. That was a dope
Yeah,
video.
absolutely disgusting. This disgusting effort, disgusting switches, everything, man. He just broke down to a T, even while we was up in most of that game, because we was up in most of that game. And I will. And one more thing I'm gonna say before I'm out. Like everybody was, we was arguing most of the night, the other night after the Lakers win. When we was down 16-4 in the first quarter, and we was up 16-0 against the Clippers, and we lost that game. So people got to pick their poison, man. Like I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to pick how you want to live, how you want to die. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Oh man. All right, man. Shout out to Leaf, man. Watch us play-by-play. The game start at 7:30. You know what I mean? And yeah, he doing the play-by-play for sure, man. Shout out to Saint, man. How you feel about tonight's game, Saint?
What up, man? Hey, shout out to Leaf, man. I'm not going to tell you my first name, but my actual last name is Leaf, so don't tell nobody. But Leaf, no. I mean, dude, listen. At the end of the day, like you already should know what to expect with this team right now, and you're really like getting your hopes up or trying to call a win or trying to call a loss. Like for me, has become pointless. I'm just trying to enjoy certain individuals on the team right now. It's really, for me, it's become individual player watching. So, and until the Nets expose their beginning of their great path forward to a championship at the deadline, like really just try to enjoy life. If you have extra activities outside of your love of basketball, I suggest you invest a little time in those. It will make watching basketball that much more enjoyable right now. So that's pretty much where I'm at. So tonight, hey, if you win, like I said, I don't give a shit what went wrong, what was good. If you win and you give me a win against the Knicks, as Jay from BK would say, like I'm not going to complain about anything tonight. Like I will go out front of my house and scream JV is the best coach in the NBA if we win tonight. So appreciate you, Breezy. Appreciate everybody. Have a good day.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Leaf. Oh, I mean, my fault. I appreciate you, Saint. All right, man. Again, I'm gonna be back for the recap, so hopefully we can talk about the game later. It's gonna be late though. But Big Priest, talk to me about tonight, man. How you feel, bro?
I think I don't see the Knicks sweeping us, so they beat us twice already. Is this one at the Barclays?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So I can see us winning this game. But it all depends. I think it's going to be a tight game. So it would depend on what the type of moves are made down the stretch. And these players got to give effort at some point. So to me, I can see us getting a win, but it all depends on that down the stretch how these guys, whether they lace up their shit and put in that work, and whether them rotations down the stretch work.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Listen, I ain't fitting to give no synopsis. Y'all see what's been going on. I feel like if this is about.
But Breezy, we have been playing better the last week. So
yeah, but no, we still gotta win. We gotta. Okay, I will. I will say they gotta look down deep in a soul and say, yo, man, we gotta defend Brooklyn, man. If you're a Brooklyn Knight, remember that stream I was talking about the mascot, and the reason why the mascot was called the Brooklyn Knight is because the Brooklyn Knight was supposed to defend Brooklyn. I need them to do that tonight in the Barclays. I need them to defend Brooklyn, man. Defend your honor. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I gotta go, man. I'm gonna see y'all later from tonight. Hopefully.
All right.
And it's all love, man. Peace.
Tonight's it's a pride win tonight. It's all about pride, if anything else.
Absolutely.
Just for Brooklyn pride. That's it.
Yes. Yo, man. See y'all later, y'all. Let's hopefully we get this win. Peace.
All right.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, Back in the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a Jansport. Ben 10 with the dribble drive handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man's sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound, right? Brooklyn Bridges, Dinwiddie assistant. The Brooklyn Block Party, claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting to score next. My chair's all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Miss you, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a Smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The stir that or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my